Well guys, we're going to take a trip over to Scott and Kendra's house. Scott and I have known each other pretty much our entire lives. He's always helping us out here at the shop, and we helped him out with a project. So it's really not that bad of a trip over to Scott's house from the shop. It takes us about 35 minutes. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Good afternoon. My name is Joe Cashwell with Rotorcraft RC. No, this is not a charge case. So when Scott came up with Vivarium 2.0, I was like, oh my God. I was really excited to get to be included in this one. This was going to be challenging for more than one reason and exciting to build something that's completely different for us. We love a challenge. So yeah, it's that big. So now you kind of see the scale of this thing. So this has a French drain with a filtering system, a reservoir tank with 25 gallons of water, a booster pump, 8 misting heads. He can make it rain inside this vivarium. So even though it looks like the acrylic stops right here, well, technically the acrylic does stop right here. The soil goes down into the bottom stand by 8 inches. And with a French drain and a substrate filter that keeps the soil and everything from going down into the drain. Man, this is just the filtering of the water going out of the stand was an engineering feat. So Scott has oversized access doors on both sides of the vivarium. It has screen in it for ventilation so air can go in and move up. Now, if the chameleon eats something off of the screen, you don't want their tongue hitting the metal screen. So he put in a polyurethane coated fiberglass screen, very soft. So if they get their tongues on it, they're not going to damage themselves. The next challenge, 6 foot by 10 foot by ½ inch cast acrylic. We didn't have a utility trailer big enough to carry something 6 foot wide. So we got clever. So let's go ahead and watch some videos of how the tree was made. I was blown away when he started explaining how he was going to make this tree. It's incredible. It also has power running through it to go to some lights. Yes, lights. So Scott basically came out with a drawing of the design of the tree that he wanted. And then we went to a local pet show here at the fairground. Scott was buying real bark off of cork trees. And then he carves and assembles all these pieces together and gets them in the shape of a tree. Lays PVC inside of it, spray foams it in, shaves it flat on the back. I mean, he made a tree. So let's go ahead and watch a video on how he carved the stone. This was a lot of work on its own. Just getting the foam, and we puzzle pieced all the foam together. Just was incredible the way he did it. And the foam is this thick on the back. It's even got ledges. So the next thing Scott had to contend with is lighting. So the chameleons need lighting, the plants need lighting. So he has to kind of find a balance to where everything in here is happy. Now, because the inside of this is over 6 foot tall, he has a very high output metal halide light that's up on top. Run a 250 watt bulb or a 400 watt bulb. Right now he's running 250 to see how everything likes it. If you need to upgrade down the road, unscrew the bulb, put the 400 in, switch it, you're good to go. And here's the one branch, and if you notice, there's light emitting out from underneath it. That's the fixture that Scott installed in it. That is ingenious. Scott had so many creative designs in this that just pushed the envelope on designing, and we really had to use a lot of engineering to get this to work the way he wanted. Scott also utilized some of the gussets that's in the cage to tie off the binds. These animals are heavy, and I mean heavy. So just normal stuff would collapse under the weight. So let's go ahead and look at some of the design videos of where we were designing and making some of the products. And once again, for attention to detail, he has little air plants throughout this, and they are alive. Now there's all kinds of woods that are safe for the chameleons, and Scott found all kinds of stuff. But the way he got limbs to wrap around other things to where they can travel from the bottom to the top, man, that had to have taken a lot of time. And this is Peanut. She's enjoying the show. And this is Perry. This is his paradise. You realize his eye is following the camera? Are you looking at me, looking at you, looking at me? We also brought some carvings into the upper. And then put Parsons Paradise in the middle. I think that's a Fifth Element reference. Oh, it is counting. I didn't know it was counting. Carved stone, this deep, this deep. All the other female chameleons would be like, ooh, he's so cute, and he's horny.